This is PPC Zone November 2024, the new foundation for PPC success. I'm your host, Jill Saskin-Gales. I use the pronouns she and her. I'm a Google Ads coach, ex-Googler, and the founder of Inside Google Ads. I created PPC Zone in 2022 to elevate new perspectives and insights in our industry. PPC Zone is exclusively sponsored by Optimizer, one of the leading automation PPC management suites to help you run your Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and paid social ads. Thanks to Optimizer, I can continue to bring you this live global event for free each month so we can continue to elevate new perspectives in our industry. If you want to use industry-leading tools like the PPC Investigator or Campaign Automator, start your free full functionality trial at optimizer.com. That's optmyzr.com. Our final speaker in the zone today is a digital marketing specialist who is big on ethical and consent-based marketing. They have worked in the digital marketing industry since 2011, are a lifelong learner and passionate mentor to online business owners. We're about to hear them explain how to look holistically at your online presence for marketing success. Please welcome Lou Kozlevcar.
Hey, I am so very pleased to be here. So today I would like to talk about the holistic picture of your online marketing space. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I encounter prospective Google Ads partners who are maybe narrowly focused on just the Google Ads. And I would like to explain why it's important to look at the whole picture of what's going on in your space online to get the best results you can possibly get from your Google Ads. So one really important thing that I want to explain here and make sure that anyone working with a Google Ads partner or even anyone working in the industry, what you need to understand, and one thing that people in the industry seem to not be up to speed with, is that getting found on Google is not just about who can pay the most and who can target the best keywords. And so back in the days when Google Ads was called Google AdWords, this may have been what people were thinking about when they were thinking about how to do Google Ads the best, paying the most and thinking about whether or not I'm paying the most money and being in the top spot is the best thing you can do. Paying the most money to be in the top spot is the best thing to do. There's more to it than that. And I'm going to talk about why we need to focus on these things. So the thing that digital specialists and PPC marketers sometimes forget is how important PPC and SEO work together. So like I said, it's not just about who can pay the most and who can target the hottest keywords. The SEO that you do or don't do on your website influences how high you appear in search results. So even though some people might be paying to be in Google search results and some aren't, Google still wants those pages to be important and informative and helpful to people. So you can't bypass doing SEO or not optimizing your website for usability just by paying for spots. Because if people kind of put junky and poorly put together web pages in Google Ads, then people are not going to want to use Google anymore. And so one very clear example you can see that can tell you how well you're doing or not doing in your the quality of your page in Google Ads is in the quality score, especially in landing page experience. This is an indicator to you from Google as to whether or not your page is actually good quality enough to appear in those hotly contested top advertising spots on search result pages. So as I explained just a moment ago, anything you do to improve the SEO on your page and how relevant your page is and how user-friendly and how attractive that is to the end user, that's going to affect whether or not you show up in those top results on Google Ads and how high you appear. Because even if you are paying the most, someone with a better quality and more relevant page can still show up above you in those top results. What else do I mean by looking holistically at your online marketing? Well, I thought I'd put this phrase in here. How you do one thing is how you do everything. It's also important to look at how you appear everywhere else online, because in today's online landscape, a customer might meet your business for the first time in Google, or they might meet you for the first time in a social media post, and they're going to see you in all these different places before they may be ready to buy from you or engage in your services. So this is why it's important to be congruent in how you show up in all these different online spaces, and be mindful that even though a Google ad click might lead someone directly to your website, they may or may not need to see you a few more times until they're ready to buy. They may or may not have seen you already in a social media post or offline somewhere. And so those decisions are going to influence whether or not they're going to be hotly interested in buying from you or not. So we need to make sure that we're congruent everywhere we're speaking about our businesses. We need to be congruent in what our Google Ads says and what the landing page, the website that we send people to, what that says. And so if we can keep all that in mind and make sure that we're getting the person and keeping their attention from not just that click, but following through in their actions on your website, that'll set us up for better success. And my last bullet point there, we need to look at what works on one channel and also apply that to another. So what this can look like, more so in the space of social media ads, if we see something that's working really well in an organic social media post, why not use that to influence a Facebook ad and how we design that? Also, take note of what kind of queries are performing well in organic SEO. Maybe some of those things could also be helpful in designing our Google ads. Thank you. This is all that I've got to share with you in this presentation. And if you would like to ask me some questions or chat about any of these concepts, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Lou, for sharing your unique perspective and insights with us in the Zone. If you'd like to connect with them on LinkedIn, you can find them on LinkedIn. To learn more about PPC Zone and our speakers, or to apply to speak at an upcoming event, visit ppc.zone. I'm your host, Jill Saskin-Gales. You can follow me on LinkedIn to stay up to date on future events. Thank you one more time to Optimizer, our exclusive sponsor, for supporting our mission to elevate new perspectives and insights in our industry. I look forward to seeing you next time in the Zone.